quick, I want to let you guys know it's free for this tonight, but I got a $10 million bill that I might have to pay. They say they trying to sue me for $10 million. Hey, yo, this shit is getting crazy and crazy about a minute. It's gonna drive me. Well, we cutting the music off anyway. What's up, everybody? As you guys are joining in right now, I want to let you know that the like button is free. I'm getting sued for $10 million, so make sure that you smash that like button. If you haven't heard today, well, I didn't even get served or anything. Somebody sent me a message that said, "Hey, Tony, did you hear the news?" I was like, "What news?" It said, "You're getting sued for $10 million. I said, "Wait a fucking minute. $10 million? What? Ain't no way. Like, ain't no way. So I had to immediately figure out what the hell was going on and dive into what this thing was going on. So I actually had somebody send me the actual lawsuit. So DJ Envy's boy, Cesar Pina, has now sued me. And this shit is getting to be really ridiculous, and just like, I think one of the things that you want to talk about is the fact that they're really playing with the victim's money, and it's disgusting, right? There's all this energy against Tony the closer, and rightfully so, because I'm the one that made the most noise, that put this thing to where the feds and everybody started paying attention. And I get it. You guys are upset that you can't run your Ponzi any longer. But I want to be clear. You can't be mad at me because you got caught cheating. You got caught stealing. You got caught in a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. And tonight, guys, I'm going to go through the lawsuit that Cesar sent. I think the lawsuit is laughable. When you guys see the lawsuit, it's actually disgusting, but it's laughable, right? And I want to really get into the details of not only Cesar, but some of the things that just kind of took place with this whole DJ Envy and Cesar situation from the beginning, because I think a lot of people are so misinformed. And, you know, I think that we got to a place now where you see the media has now picked this thing up. The feds have now joined in. But for some reason, DJ Envy and Cesar are upset with me. I think it's crazy as hell, but DJ Envy and Cesar are upset with me. There we go. Check my audio. All right, cool. So, real quick, man. I want to know, in the chat, real quick, chat, I need to know where everybody's tuned in from tonight. And as you let me know where you guys are tuning in from, I want to make sure that you guys also smash that like button. I want to make sure that everybody also shares this with a friend. Tonight, we're really breaking down from the beginning, like how this whole Ponzi shit just got out of control, and where we are currently now with Envy and Cesar, okay? Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Chicago. I see Maryland in the building. I see the Bronx in here. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Connecticut. Louisiana. That's what's up. What's up? I see the ADOS movement in here. Shout out to you guys. I have become VA in the building, Texas in the building, B Moore. What's up, B Moore? What's up, Winston-Salem, Jersey in here? I know we're going to have a whole lot of people from Jersey in here. I've actually become super well known in the Jersey area. We got Long Island in here, Ohio. Salute to everybody that's tuning in tonight. Guys, I am getting sued for $10 million plus. All right. So I know a lot of people always talk about this case, and they talk about the importance of this case and why am I so involved deeply and everything else. Well, none of this was my fault. Like, I just want to be perfectly clear. I was not out looking to expose DJ Envy and Cesar in the least bit. This was not any of my intent. I was actually online exposing big business. I was only interested in big business. I had no clue that DJ Envy and Cesar were involved in a multi-million-dollar Ponzi. Like, no clue at all. And as I'm covering this whole big business situation, which is also something that still needs a lot of attention, and I only have so much capacity, but big business is a major fraud and another scammer in the community. And essentially what happened is I was in the middle of covering the situation that was happening with big business, and as I'm on live, DJ Envy and Cesar's business partner, Jose, the credit dude Rodriguez, joins into my Instagram live. And he gets on my live and tells me he was scammed for over 6 figures, okay? Back in May, Jose, the credit dude, joins onto my live. I'm speaking on Greg Big Business Parker, okay? A scammer out of Philadelphia. I had no clue that DJ Envy and Cesar were involved in any type of a Ponzi at all. Literally no clue. I had met Cesar a couple of times earlier, like I think a year before that. I thought he was an okay guy. I had some red flags about some of the stuff he sent me in the contract, but we never got into business, and I never did anything with him, so I didn't know if he was a good or a bad guy. I just kind of met him from a very superficial level at the Bitcoin conference. Now, fast forward to May of this year, Jose, the credit dude, joins into my Instagram live, and Jose shares with me that he had been scammed for 6 figures. It literally was just thrown at me, right? So Jose tells me he was scammed by Cesar for 6 figures in a project called Flip to Dial. Now, Flip to Dial was a platform that DJ Envy was also a partner in. Flip to Dial is now no longer listed. Their website, everything has disappeared. But Flip to Dial was essentially a way to get people to tokenize and be able to fractionalize real estate, where they could come into real estate for as little as $100. And the idea was to get a bunch of people to invest into this whole Ponzi by going for as little as $100 all the way up to what somebody could afford. Now, Jose, the credit dude, invested into this platform along with other investors. Now, when that happened, Cesar ended up not living up to the terms of what he agreed to with Jose, the credit dude. Now, why this is important, because I want to give you guys timeline of exactly what was taking place. So last year, Jose gets into business with Cesar. He does a deal with Cesar where he puts up $150,000, and in his partnership agreement, he was supposed to get his money back in a certain amount of time. For whatever reason, that deal fell apart, and Cesar and Jose began to get into it. Jose went to social media saying that he was no longer associated with any of the things associated with Cesar. He had text message conversation where he talked to DJ Envy about Cesar owing him $150,000, and Envy even acknowledged this. And this is back in July and August of last year. Envy acknowledged that it was messed up, and that he was even asking Jose, had he received his money back that he had given to Cesar flipping NJ. Now, all of these things are extremely important because I want you guys to understand context of what was going on last year. Before this even came to me, there was major issues that were happening. Now, with this going on, obvious, right? If Jose is a business partner of not only Flipping NJ, but he's a business partner with Cesar Pina as well, and Envy is a partner with Pina. He's aware and was made aware of what was happening in regards to this bad business deal. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, Jose was basically all in from what he had shared with me, where he needed that money back. So he couldn't afford to take the loss. And this is what really spiraled into them getting exposed. This was not me exposing DJ Envy and Cesar. This was their actual business partner, who I think at this point is owed probably only about $50,000, but I guess they thought they were going to bully and not pay him and it ended up blowing back in Cesar and Envy's face. This is what really started this whole debacle and the exposing of what happened. So now I want to give you guys, catch you up a little bit. So now we get into May of this year, May of 2023. I'm on live. Cesar the credit dude comes to my IG live and tells me that he had been scammed for $150,000. Once he tells me that he had been scammed by Cesar for $150,000, it really opened up the floodgates. And now I begin to receive DMs with people who sent me not only canceled checks, but also contracts which had both Cesar and Jen's signature on these contracts, on the actual document. So I'm getting documents that are sent to me from victims. The minute that Jose, the credit dude, comes to my live, now the victims begin to come in my DM and share with me their experiences, and they wanted to stay anonymous. They did not want their information shared. These victims were very, very adamant about, hey, I want to still try to see if I can get my money back, so please don't expose my name and my information. But here is my dealings that I've had with Cesar, Pina, and they were disgusting. And I began to get a lot of them. And I'm talking about within a span of 4 days, I had over like $3 to $6 million. I can't remember the exact number, but it was anywhere between $3 and $6 million of victims. And I'm not talking about just victims, but these people were sending me contracts, canceled checks, bounce checks, which was really the crazy part. These guys were bouncing checks. And when I tell you it was victims coming left and right, it was unbelievable the amount of people that were telling me identical story after identical story. And not only were these stories identical, the dollar amounts were astronomical. Every single investor was a six-figure investor. I want you to understand this. Every single investor was a six-figure investor. But the thing that really took this thing and made it go crazy, there was one single investor who had received a settlement from a medical malpractice lawsuit. This gentleman sent me a contract with, he had sent Cesar $1 million. He sent Cesar $1 million, and out of that $1 million, he had received nothing but bounce checks. Listen to me now. Bounce checks. Cesar was bouncing $10,000 checks to this guy. We're not talking about, first off, he bounced six-figure checks to this guy, but more importantly, he even bounced smaller checks. And this is when I knew that this was going to be a very major situation, and I knew from that point on that this shit was about to hit the fan. And I only speak on receipts. I'm actually wearing my receipt guide shirt. Hey, cuz, pan down so they can see the receipt guide real quick. Make sure you guys, I'm getting sued for $10 million, and they mad about me selling these t-shirts. Make sure you guys go to TonyTheCloser.com and get your receipt guide shirts, because when I speak, I only speak with the receipts. I don't want to be having people thinking that I'm speaking and making up stuff on people. These were literal, good cuz, these were literal victims that reached out to me and had major investments that they made. And I'm talking about $1 million. So this is when things kind of changed a little bit, right? So I got all these people that are now reaching out to me. DJ Envy reaches out to me. He has about a 40-minute conversation with me where he was just basically saying, hey, this shit is going to be bad. It's going to be a class action lawsuit. And there's a lot of money messed up. Cesar owes me money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I asked him, I said, Envy, what is your responsibility to your audience, your listeners, the people that are still sending money to Cesar to this day, to let them know that there's a situation? And guess what Envy told me? And I just want to give you context. This was May of this year. He goes, hey, if I'm not made happy by the things I'm hearing, I'm going to get on the radio on Tuesday and I'm going to blast Cesar. This is what Envy tells me. So he tells me, I'm going to get on the radio back in May and blast Cesar for this fraud, which to this day he has never ever done. More importantly, after he does that, he says, "Hey, let's do an Instagram live together. I want to be able to address the audience and let them know what's going on." So I'm thinking that Envy's going to come to my live and speak on this situation and be honest and transparent. When he gets on a live with me, he begins to be dismissive, acting as if he literally didn't have a conversation with me where he told me and exposed all the different things that were going and the layers that was behind it that was going to be lawsuits. He told me authorities had reached out to him and so much more. So I'm thinking that Envy was going to come and be honest and keep it real with everybody. But what did Envy do, y'all? What do you think that Envy did? He gets up on the damn live and makes it about me clout chasing him. He calls me a clout chaser. Envy gets on the live and calls me a clout chaser. Wrong move. Absolute wrong move. Because now this shit became personal. Because I really, quite honestly, like, it wasn't a loss that I had taken. I thought it was messed up. So I was actually giving the victims a platform, but I wasn't like all the way in. But then I watched all the audience and all the comments just begin to attack me. Which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, is that since I've been covering this, I've been disrespected more and attacked more for giving the victims a voice and speaking up for people that have been taken advantage of, and even having my personal safety and my family's safety put at risk for speaking up for people that were complete strangers to me. Why was this important to me? Because I know a lot of people always ask, "Hey, Tony, why do you even give a shit? Like, you're so like gung-ho about this." Well, let me tell you, back in 2019, I got involved with a financial guru by the name of Jay Morrison. I partnered with this guy in a real estate conference that was my conference already, and I was under the assumption that this guy was a legitimate real estate investor, and he was a pretty dope social media personality. I thought this guy was legit. So I partnered with him 2 months before my event. He comes into my event and basically finessed me into letting him get access to the ticket sale money. I give Jay Morrison access to the ticket sale money. Guess what? He backs out the event 2 weeks before the event takes place. He keeps all the ticket sale money. But more importantly, there was going to be a $100,000 giveaway that Jay Morrison had came up with. He came up with this idea of doing a $100,000 giveaway. So he's like, "Hey, look, you give away $50,000, I give away $50,000, and guess what? We'll be able to give away $100,000, and it'll bring in more people for the event, et cetera, et cetera." 2 weeks before the event, he backs out, keeps all the ticket sale money, reneges on giving the money to the contestant. And this is what really started getting me like completely obsessed with exposing the frauds. Not just the frauds. I wanted to expose Jay. Let's be clear. I wanted people to know the type of business that he did to me, because there's so many people that are in this space, the financial literacy space, that say that they're about Black empowerment, Black wealth, working together, collaboration over competition, all the different things that sound like buzzwords and keywords that would make you think, hey, these are good people that I should do business with. But guess what he did? He screwed over a Black business. Damn near put me out could have bankrupted me at the time, because at the time I was still building my business and everything up, and I had $250,000 invested into this event. And this event almost was like, I was all in. I'm doing a $250,000 event, then I got to give away money and all kind of stuff. This was like really a big deal for me. So I go so hard and I'm like exposing Jay. So I think now everybody starts looking at me as kind of like the person that has no fear when it comes to going at the big dogs, I guess. So Jose, tells me about this situation. I get all involved into, this whole, what I call the real estate Rico, right?
Oh my God, the real estate Rico.
We got involved in the real estate Rico. For all of you guys that don't know, and I see Cesar and a couple people that be like, "Yo, the real estate Rico isn't real." Well, no shit, stupid. The real estate Rico isn't real. There's no such thing as a real estate Rico.
Oh my God,
There is now, bitches. Because we just hit you niggas with the real estate Rico. And guess what? Now I want to really let the audience see the type of games that these people been playing behind the scenes. Now I got a platform where I got the attention and I got the eyeballs, so I get to give the victims a platform. But not only that, is that I know that for a fact that when I speak, that they pay attention. I know that when I speak, that people will listen. And I know that when I speak, I have no fear of speaking the truth. Too many people are okay with fitting into the crowd. So they want to just go along with the get along, and they don't have an issue when people are doing fraudulent behavior. So let's talk about the actual lawsuit that I got served today. Because I think I didn't get served. I keep saying that wrong. The lawsuit that I saw was posted today. Let's talk about it. Let me share my screen here. All right, so check this thing out, guys. I mean, you want to talk about... You just want to talk about crazy shit, man. So today, Cesar Pina and Jennifer Pina filed a lawsuit in Bergen County. And check this out. This is just getting this shit started, man. Like, first off, we got to,
Presented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Yeah, we got to drop that law and order on these dudes today, man. So let's get to it, man. All right. So, and real quick, while you guys are in here, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Smash the thumbs up if you're in here in the chat, man. And I just want to make sure you guys understand this thing is 100% me giving game and exposing these guys for free. So, yeah, I'm selling shit now. We got T-shirts. Go to TonyTheCloser.com. Oh, got my hood on. I hate scammers a lot hats. Go to TonyTheCloser.com. Make sure that you go get your merch, get your gear, because it's important to support me as I have to fend off frivolous lawsuits against scammers, okay? So go to TonyTheCloser.com and make sure you check this out. So let's get into the lawsuit. All right. So this shit is crazy. And I just... Think about this for a second, guys. These people are crazy. He's not... I gotta laugh at this shit because, okay, look at who he's suing. He's suing me. He's suing Tony the Closer LLC. He's suing I Close Deals LLC. He's suing Rona Proof LLC. He's suing Real Estate Rico LLC. He's suing Nicole Linnell LLC. How the fuck are you suing Nicole? This nigga put Nicole on. Nicole ain't said one word about you. Ain't never mentioned you a day in her life. You just out here just trying anything and everything. Instead of paying these people their money, you decide to play with people's hard-earned money and play in their face. And this is what I really take this as, because if you think about what's taking place right here, is he's not taking the people who are actually suing him legitimately seriously. He's actually out here just trying to do shit. Okay? All right, so let's let's go through here a little bit. Obviously, you can see the complaint. Let me scroll past this a little bit. So you can see names, et cetera, et cetera. Preliminary statement. In this action, defendants knowingly and intentionally, individually and collectively, have uttered false, slanderous, and defamatory statements about the plaintiffs, which have and continue to severely damage plaintiffs. Defendants have engaged in this wrongful conduct for the purpose of defaming the plaintiffs, interfering with the plaintiff's prospective economic advantage, and interfering with the contracts entered by plaintiffs. As a result of the torturous conduct engaged in by the defendants collectively and individually, plaintiffs have suffered a loss of reputation, compensatory and punitive damages, and amount to be determined at trial. Furthermore, as a result of the conduct engaged by the defendants individually and collectively have been generating sales of their own products, increasing traffic on various social media sites operated by defendant Anthony Robinson and his associates for the personal gain of Anthony Robinson and his associates, LLCs, under his control, and limited liability companies under the control of his partner, Nicole Linnell, operating as Nicole Linnell LLC. Defendants have also benefited from their false and defamatory statements against the plaintiffs in the form of paid advertisements. As such, plaintiffs bring this suit to enjoin defendants from making any further false, defamatory, or slanderous statements about the plaintiffs, and for damages against defendants to recover the losses that the plaintiff has sustained resulting from defendant's wrongful action. The case arises from the defendant's false, defamatory, slanderous, and malicious assertions that the plaintiffs are thieves and scammers that have stole millions. The defendants have publicly and maliciously spread false claims on his websites, Tony the Closer, Not Closed Deals 2, through a sizable social media presence, including Instagram accounts, et cetera, et cetera. As part of the torturous strategy to drive views and engagement with his own brand, defendant Robinson frequently makes posts insulting, attacking, or arguing with other public figures. Defendant Robinson uses his social media presence to promote his own uses his website and social media platforms to sell self-promotional real estate coaching materials under the various names through several different companies, including Rona Proof, Masterclass, course materials, weight loss drinks, clothing, and other items on social media, as well as his associates platform, Defendant Nicole Linnell LLC. Defendant also promotes his real estate investing business and real estate coaching business through his social media accounts. Beginning on or about May 25th, 2023, Defendant began posting deemed a scam run by Pina's and Rashawn Casey, Mr. Casey, initially asserting in Instagram Live post about a live video broadcast to all defendant's Instagram followers that the Pinas had been accused of scamming investors and that the Pinas were only famous because they had been promoted on Mr. Casey's radio show. Hold on, let's read this real quick. The Pinas had been accused of scamming investors and that the Pinas were only famous because they had been promoted on Mr. Casey's radio show. Real quick, y'all. I just want to know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How the fuck did you guys find out about Cesar, Pina, and Jennifer? Did you find out about hearing them on The Breakfast Club, or did you find them from some other platform? Like, these niggas, are they serious? Are you serious that you think that people didn't find you from The Breakfast Club? We heard you from Power 105. Nobody ever heard of you. Nobody knew you. Bro, you were out of shape, bad built looking dude. We didn't know you, bro. We had no clue. During his first May 25th live post regarding Mr. Casey, defendant was careful to state that these were allegations and claims by investors who claimed to be defrauded by the Pinas and not factual statements. Throughout June 2023, defendant continued to refine his new business model, increase social media success as the enemy of scammers. I am an enemy of scammers. I am an enemy of scammers. So I would agree with that. Posting attacks against alleged scammers and then quickly advertising his real estate courses. Let's be clear, because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this shit. Let's be perfectly clear. Since 2018, before I had ever been scammed by a single person, I had sold real estate course material. I sold real estate books, ebooks. I've sold courses. I've done free trainings since 2018. Let's be perfectly clear. I have sold merchandise. I close deals, t-shirts, all kind of shit. Since 2018, I have never stopped selling merchandise at any given point over the last 6+ years. Never. I think it's laughable that you guys will even go out here and try to say you guys are my marketing strategy. Let's be clear. I lose millions of dollars covering this. From this year over last year, I probably lost about $1.2 million, and I don't mind sharing that. Since I've been covering you scammers, I don't focus on real estate course selling or the business. I'm actually exposing and on phone calls and dealing with attorneys and DEA and everybody else, spending hours a day doing that. So no, I haven't even put my focus into my actual business because right now I've been fully engulfed into actually giving the victims a platform which nobody else was willing to do at the time. See, if you look on social media right now, you get on YouTube, you get on Twitter, you get on TikTok, you get on Instagram, you see every single platform now covering this DJ Envy and Cesar multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. The reason that they're covering this Ponzi scheme is because I had the courage to stand up when nobody else would. We tagged the Shade Room. We tagged Baller Alert. We tagged all the blogs. None of them would cover it. We reached out to TMZ. They wouldn't cover it. None of the blogs would cover this. Only me. So shout out, excuse me, I don't want to say only me because there were a select group of people. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Shout out to my man, Common Sense Eli. What happened to Common Sense? The Star Report. My man, Troy Terrain, he spoke up. Let's talk about Pocket Watching with JT and Joe Budden. These were the lone people out of all the millions of black people that say that they are here for the culture, that they care about what's right for the people. But yet there was less than a handful of people that actually spoke up and even talked for the victims. Let's be clear. Shout out to Rick Ross. Shout out to Funk Flex as well. Can't leave them out.
Oh my God, the real estate Rico. Tony the closer, what it do? Turn up on your live.
They stealing. So I want to be clear because a lot of people like DJ Academics and all these guys, they begin to pick up this story and they wanted to try to pick it up for the clout. They didn't take the time to be real journalists. They didn't take the time to really get educated on the subject matter. They just started posting content for clicks and views. They started spewing misinformation. See, I've been involved in this thing since May of this year. I spoke to hundreds of victims. I got hundreds of contracts. I spoke to the feds. I've been involved in talks with the feds since June of this year. Let's be clear. The feds reached out to me in June of this year. See, many people have sat here and tried to make these very false claims against my name and my reputation. They've tried to slander, defame my brand and my business because I spoke up for complete strangers. When they talk about me selling t-shirts, when they talk about me selling my course, let's be clear. It costs money to now have to defend frivolous lawsuits. You understand that? See, me speaking up for people that were getting victimized by people that said they were here for the culture to help them build generational wealth, we're stealing from them. Nobody else would even be here to even give them a platform or a voice. So I did it. I spoke up for the people. I spoke up for the people and said, you know what? I'll put my platform and my life on the line for complete strangers because I know what it feels like to be played with by somebody that you respected, and then they play with your money and then they act stupid. Then they block you on Instagram and play victim. See, I've been in that exact same situation. See, that's why this lawsuit even pisses me off even more, because when I look at what's taking place is that these guys have continued to never address their true concern, and this is the people's money. These people that these guys purported that they were here to help people make money and grow their businesses and everything else. You know what? I know why I'm here. I know why I'm here. Because since 2018, over 200,000 people have been trained by me on my platform. I have created 5, 6, and 7-figure earners from teaching and coaching in real estate education. I have never said that I was the biggest real estate guy when it comes to doing the most deals or whatever, but I've made the most impact. I am the biggest real estate coach in the country, damn near in the world, because my impact is felt and it didn't cost me people hundreds of thousands of dollars. I didn't take a dollar from anybody. You can't invest with me. I only educated. I gave people knowledge that they were able to implement and then go and change their lives. So I think when you're sitting in the space where you're saying that you're about the culture, you're about the people, you have a responsibility to speak up. And many people that were in this space, they sat back silent. They said nothing. They had no backbone. They didn't care about the people. They only started talking about this once the media broke it. When I was covering it, quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse. So let's continue to get through this thing, guys. On July 19, 2023, and again on September 21st, 2023, Defendant posted an Instagram post, Tony the Closer, top 10 scammers of 2023 drops today. Real estate Rico, no refunds, no peace, how to catch a scammer. And guess who was number one on the list, y'all?
Oh my God, the real estate Rico.
We might just get here with the Rico.
I've been giving out that real estate Rico to any and everybody I possibly could. I made my top 10 list. And in my top 10 list, you can guess who was number one. Number one was DJ Envy, Flippin' NJ, and Jenny Tips. Number two was the Morrisons. Number three was Greg, Big Business, Parker, and Nikki. Number three was Brother Polite. Next was Ashley Grayson, Dana Chanel, Boniface Agunti, BWO, every single one of them. Todd Billionaire, Anton Daniels, Quentin Flores, Grant Bay, and all credit repair gurus. Somebody said, Tony, go close the deal. I own millions in real estate. I think some of you guys, and this is the most important thing, is like, you better go find somebody to go fuck with. I'm not him. Like, I'm what you wish you could be. I own my shit free and clear. My kids are millionaires. You can never play with me. The things that you guys like are bothered and hurt by is the fact that I'm successful and I made successful people. I got a track line of nothing but success. I've been successful for the past 20 plus years. Even when I fell off a little bit, when I got locked up, I bounced right back. See, I got a track record of being a winner. 2001, college, get my college scholarship, go into Winston-Salem State, become the Rookie of the Year. For the next 3-4 years, what did I become? National Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, even up to going from an HBCU to what? NFL. Signed an NFL deal. Left the NFL, got into car business, and guess what I did in the car business? I became the number one car salesman in the Hendrick Automotive Group. I got out of the car business and I started doing other shit, and guess what I did? I started winning it again and again and again and again. I've been winning my entire life. I know something about you guys that you look at something and you think that is a joke, but you can't never make a joke about me. Everything that I am, you wish you could be. Success follows me. I am successful. All right? I know that bothers a lot of you. You think you control, but you can never troll me. 2009, I bought my first real estate asset. 2009, let's fact check. Let's see when you bought your first asset. Let's see what you actually hold. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. See, that's the one thing about me. I've been able to factually show it as I've done it. My audience that's been following me since 2018 have watched me go and build my shit up stack by stack, brick by brick, all legitimate. So that's why I have no issue with calling out the people. I can stand on what I stand on, and then I got a body of work that shows exactly who I am. I have given back hundreds of thousands of dollars to help our community. I have poured back my hard-earned money right into people. Go look at my Walmart video where I spent $50,000 in Walmart. Go look at all my Instagram lives where I've given away thousands of dollars for free on Christmas and Thanksgiving. Go look at all the people that were losing their apartments or they were about to get evicted that I've actually helped keep their property. Look at the people that were about to get repossessed that I can help them keep their cars. I've been doing this shit for the last 6 years. No scamming, just straight from the muscle giving back to the community, straight empowering the community, free 31-day trainings, real impact. People having real success, getting education on real estate business. And this is the thing I'll say to Cesar, I'll say to any of these guys, I'll put my success stories against everybody else's. I'll put my success stories, the people that I've actually helped, and we got real people over here. None of that fake make believe stuff. Real people that have come through my program and made millions of dollars. No fraud, no scamming. I take a lot of pride in being able to say as a black man that I honor my influence. How many of you black men that have your position that you're in honor your influence? Can you really go look back at the people that spent their money with you and look them in the eyes and they actually feel good about doing business with you? Because I can. Every time I walk out, I get love because of the love that I've given to so many people. So many people I've given. I got over 23,000 people that are inside my program, 22,500 people. Number 15, this image falsely accuses the plaintiffs of being scammers and is defamatory as it claims, and that the plaintiffs are not legitimate and that they steal money from investors. On June 29, Defendant posted an updated list of the Tony Disclosure Top 10 Scammer list on Twitter and Instagram, generating thousands of likes and more than 1,300 comments and hundreds of thousands of views across both platforms. These false statements regarding the plaintiffs continue to generate substantial publicity for the defendant and his companies through the sale of his real estate guru investment courses and other services to first-time buyers who want to earn $20K per month. On August 11, 2023, the defendant stated, "I'm going to say so goddamn heavy." You say what? I'm going to say you goddamn it heavy. You say right beside flipping and Cesar running. That sounds weird. So basically, he's saying Cesar is running a full blown Ponzi scheme. You got legal. What the fuck is that? Huh? Yeah, that shit weird. I don't even know what he's trying to say. Coming to my career talking about you're running a criminal organization. There's drugs involved and everything. I need to shut up. Did you just go get get your blogs involved after you come to my career with drugs and all kinds of shit? Man, I don't know what the hell kind of run along crazy ass sentence is this. Whoa. You know how they shouldn't make you tell me to shut up. You can't be smart. Be a smart liquid because you now gave me all about. Hey, come over here, I'm happy. So basically, they were saying that I was upset that they were involved in a full-blown drug operation, right? I don't know who wrote this shit out. I can't read it. It just fucked my whole brain up. But basically, they were saying that they were taking drug dealer money, which they were. They were saying that, hey, they were taking drug dealer money, but guess what?
Tony the Closer, what it do? Turn up on your live. They stealing.
You was stealing and you was taking drug dealer money. How do I know that you was taking drug dealer money, Cesar? Because the drug dealer niggas sent me DM saying, hey, nigga, how do I get my money back from this nigga and not go to jail? The drug dealer niggas sent me DMs and they was like, hey, Tony, can you send me whoever, attorney or whatever, but do you think I can do this and not go to jail? Do you think I can?
You'll see the work.
You'll see the work. You'll see the work, puto.
You'll see the work.
You'll see the work. So they were doing business with guys who didn't have clean money. And this is why Cesar thought he was smarter than everybody, because he knew that the street guys wouldn't come out publicly or they couldn't go to the courts and sue because their money wasn't legitimate. Because their money wasn't legitimate, guess what happens? They're not going to come forward. They try to go handle it the street way. So let's continue to go. August 11th, the defendant stated because he used his platform to talk about pushing education to the people and people who are out here right now suffering because his business partner stole millions of dollars, and we're not talking about 1 or 2 million. There's only 50 victims here, and they have come forward, and it's over 25 million. So on August 11th, I said it's not about 1 or 2 million dollars. There's over 50 victims and that have come forward, and the number is over $25 million. So let's talk about this as well, because hold on, before we do that, let's just share this. I think I'll just flip over real quick. Hold on. Obviously on Chrome. Let me go to Chrome real quick. All right. So, for those of you who do not know, and maybe you've been missing it, this whole lawsuit is like,
You see the work.
you see the work. These guys are suing me for saying the truth. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know if this is going to hold up in court. Like hey guys, I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer, but I feel pretty confident in this one right here. So, New Jersey, and I want you guys to see this. This is justice.gov. This is justice.gov. This isn't Tony the Closer, but the justice.gov says New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer charged with multi-million-dollar investment fraud scheme. New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer charged in multi-million-dollar investment fraud scheme. Oh, man. Hey, man, make sure y'all smash that like button real quick, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from right now. I just want to know what cities you guys are watching this live stream from right now. And real quick, when you look at something like this, when these guys say, hey, Tony the Closer was hating on us and he was making up all these frivolous things to be able to build up his brand and his reputation, and then you can go to the justice.gov website and read a press release from the feds, guys.
We might just get hit with the Rico.
I told these niggas they was going to get hit with the real estate Rico. I told them a long time ago. See, they thought I was playing when I said they was going to get hit with the real estate Rico. I told them they was going to get hit with the real estate Rico, y'all, because I realized something. When I started looking at all the different amounts of money that people were getting and that they were sending to Cesar, and then you had the banks were involved, you had drug dealers that was telling me they gave them money, you had all this different stuff going on, I said, oh, this shit is going to be bad, and they might get hit with the real estate Rico. So check this out, because some of you guys may have not seen this, and I just want to make sure you are aware that I didn't make this stuff up. It actually has been confirmed by the arrest made by who? The feds. Who had I been in communication with since June and July? The feds. I've been in communication with these guys for months. Hold on, I see some super chats in here. Let me shout out the super chats. God damn, boy. How I put this up here? Did it pop up? Man, shout out to Jose the credit dude. Credit dude, I don't know if it popped up or not. Did it pop up? Did it pop up now? I don't know why. Hey, I'm getting new to this, but man, shout out to the credit dude, man. Credit dude dropped in a $500 super chat. The credit dude, Cesar and DJ Envy hate me too. No shit. But hey, I'm not gonna lie. I hate all y'all victims for the time being, man. I got 2 huge lawsuits right now. I don't really hate y'all, but damn, I got 2 massive lawsuits that I have to now fight off. Dealing with this shit. But man, salute to you guys. Shout out to KV with the super chat as well. Thank you for being sincere and consistently embodying authenticity and transparency in your interactions with the public, Tony. Shout out to my man KV, man. I see you always showing love to me, brother. I much appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, Danielle, Paris. Shout out to the super chat that came in from Electric Alligator. Thank you very much for having manhood first. Absolutely, manhood first. So shout out to the super chats, man. Everybody dropping super chat, man. I got a $500 super chat. That's an aggressive ass super chat, man. Shout out to the credit dude. That's a hell of a super chat, bro. All right, so let's get back into it. New Jersey, a New York real estate investor and influencer was arrested today for committing a multi-million-dollar Ponzi-like investment fraud scheme, U.S. Attorney Philip R. Sellinger announced. Cesar Humberto Pina
You see that work.
of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, is charged by complaint with one count of wire fraud. He appeared before a U.S. magistrate judge, Edward S. Cale, in Newark Federal Court and was released on a $1 million secured bond with electronic monitoring. All right. As alleged in the complaint, Pina exploited his celebrity status and social media to develop a devoted following of potential victims. Promising returns that were too good to be true, Pina allegedly defrauded dozens of people out of millions of dollars. Our office is committed to protecting the public from these schemes and prosecuting those who lie to investors for their own personal gain.
You see that work.
All right. So, investment fraud is a simple crime of greed. U.S. Postal Inspector in charge, Christopher A. Nelson of the U.S. Postal Inspection Service of Philadelphia Division said, "God damn, boy, y'all got the Philadelphia. I ain't even pay attention to that. You seen that shit? They got the U.S. Postal Inspection Service from the Philadelphia Division on this joint.
You see that work.
Which I was sending packs to Philly. Ooh, allegedly. What was they doing? Were they sending packs to Philly, y'all? What's going on? Oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't even catch that piece right there. Uh-oh. This shit is getting deeper and deeper and deeper by the second. Postal inspectors will continue to work with our law enforcement partners to combat financial fraud and protect the American people. Plain and simple, the defendant ran a fraudulent scheme that they falsely represented the nature of their business and lied about potential investment returns to bilk unsuspecting victims out of millions. Tammy Tomlins, special agent in charge of the IRS criminal investigation of Newark field office said,
You see that work.
Today's arrest highlighting IRS criminal investigation and our law enforcement partners' commitment to investigate and prosecute unlawful behavior. So not only do they have the U.S. Postal Inspector, but they also have the IRS. Holy shimolies, Batman.
You see that work.
We allege Pina offered a ridiculously high rate of return to investors, then took millions he got and invested it in himself. FBI Newark special agent in charge, James E. Dehaney, said, history has proven time and time again Ponzi schemes don't work. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow eventually runs out and the investors take a note. It's your money. Don't let them steal it. Golly.
You see that work.
Now you see the special agent in charge from the FBI. Bro, y'all got the U.S. Postal Service, the damn IRS, and the FBI in the first three paragraphs. They said the real estate Rico ain't the real thing. Shit.
We might just get hit with the Rico.
You might just get hit with the Rico. You might just get hit with the Rico. You might just get hit with the Rico. I don't know boy. Y'all better stop playing with these people. Man, this is crazy. According to documents filed in this case and statements made in court, Pina partnered with celebrity disc jockey and radio personality to conduct real estate seminars around the country. Through these seminars, self-promotional efforts, and marketing strategies, Pina developed a significant social media following. Starting in 2017, Pina began accepting investments from victim investors for alleged purchase, remodel, and sale of specific real estate projects in New Jersey and other states. To induce his victims, Pina often promised 20 to 45% returns on investment within 5 months. But instead of using the victim's money, investments as promised, Pina engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme by commingling victim money, using new victim investments to pay off prior victims and spending victims' funds on personal expenditures. The investigation has revealed Pina defrauded dozens of investors of millions of dollars.
Oh my God, the real estate Rico.
Oh my goodness. The charge of wire fraud carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison and a fine of $250,000, or twice the gross amount of any I don't know what that word is, pecuniary gain that any person derived from this offense, or any loss sustained by any victims of this offense, whichever is greatest. Excuse me, I can't get that shit out. I can't read that word. Let me pronounce that word. Excuse me. U.S. Attorney Selinger credited special agents of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of New Jersey under the direction of Special Agent in Charge Thomas Mahoney, Special Agents and Task Force Officers of the U.S. DEA, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Under the direction of the Special Agent in Charge Cheryl Ortiz in Newark, Postal Inspectors of U.S. Postal Inspection Service in Newark, under the direction of Christopher A. Nielsen, Philadelphia Division, Special Agents of Task Force Officers of IRS, under the direction of Special Agent in Charge James E. Dehaney of Newark, within the investigation leading to charges. He also thanked Franklin Lakes Police Department for their assistance in the investigation. The government is represented by Assistant U.S. Attorney Mark J. Peace and Caroline Selene of the Economic Crimes Unit in Newark. The charges and allegations contained in this complaint are merely allegations, and the defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. Sheesh. Sheesh.
Y'all is DJ MV, flipping in J. Y'all is DJ MV, flipping in J. Y'all is DJ MV, flipping in J. Y'all is DJ MV, flipping in J.
Yeah, boy. This thing here is something else. All right, so here we go, guys. Is this on the screen? I want to make sure it's on the screen. Yeah, it's up there. Here is the actual criminal complaint. You can see the criminal complaint right here. Shout out to the Tony the Poser. I'm so jealous of envy. Yes, I'm so jealous of the niggas that stole millions of dollars from the community. And here's the thing about DJ Envy. He's either the biggest crook in the world or the dumbest nigga in the world. He can pick which one he wants to be. I know he would rather pick and say that he's the dumbest nigga and that he didn't know that there was a Ponzi, but I'm going to choose on the other side. And if you guys stay on a little bit later, if you haven't already seen it, I'm going to actually play a recording of where DJ Envy has already been convicted of stealing in the past. He openly admits to being a thief. So when I call you a thief, it's because you're a thief. Because you're a thief, Rashawn Casey. See, I can call you a thief, Rashawn, because you actually got busted for stealing. See, I only speak on things that I'm aware of. I only speak on facts, y'all. I only speak on facts, and we'll get to that in a second. But check this out. I just want y'all to just see this real quick. Just go through here real quick. You see the work. You guys see. You see the work.
You see the work.
Attachment right here. Count one wire fraud. Check this out, y'all. These niggas ran a Ponzi from 2017 to May of 2023. Do you know what happened in May of 2023?
You see the work.
You see the work. Tony the Closer happened. Their Ponzi was so successful. Cesar Humberto Pina was running this Ponzi since 2017. 2017, y'all. But it stopped May of 2023. What happened in May of 2023? Oh, I know. I know. I know exactly what happened in May of 2023. But you guys can check it out. Cesar got hit with a count of wire fraud. You can see all the little shit right here that it's talking about. I'm not gonna read through all these right now. I'll post these links in the community section. You guys can go in and check it out. But you can see this thing is very deep, and it talks about it talks about the scheme. I'm gonna post this all in the community section so you guys can read it. But it talks about the scheme in detail. It talks about the different entities that were used in the scheme. It talks about when they actually started back in 2017. And yeah, tonight, guys, I think, because I've been feeling extra petty, hey, look, if I get the super chats and everything, if y'all get right in here tonight, if y'all get the super chats right, everybody just throw a little super chat for your boy. I might start coming out and I might post some receipts that I never posted online. I might come up here and let y'all see the Dairy Queen statements, the bank statements. I'll let y'all go through it if we get them super chats and everything right. No, we don't block people. We let the trolls troll because then y'all gonna argue with the trolls and it just creates more engagement. Man, I don't give a fuck about a troll. They want attention, man. I don't care what they say about me. The reality is these niggas going to jail. They going to jail. You see that work?
See that work?
So let's continue to get this thing going. But you can see, guys, some of the things, and you look at this, like for the Manchester property, I want you to see this. On about April 4th, 2019, they, where is it at? Okay. So the Pinas used warehouse to purchase this property on Manchester Avenue for $140,000 back in April of 2019. Now, listen to this on line 7. From in or around July 2019 through in and around April 2023, Pina solicited and received investments from dozens of different victims for the purported purchase, renovation, and sale of property 1. Pina typically concealed from the victims, among other things, that he had already solicited and received money from other unwitting victims to invest in property 1. As a result, Pina collected more than approximately $5 million from investors as opposed to investment capital just for property 1. This dude spent $140,000 on one property, y'all, and got dozens of investors to give him $5 million for a $140,000 property. He got $5 million plus for a house that was $140,000. Oh my God. Yo, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. He took in over $5 million. Yo, man. Oh my goodness. As part of his fraud, Pina entered into contracts with each of the victims, and each contract contained similar material misrepresentations. For example, one of the victims, victim 1, signed a contract with Pina in and around October 22, in which victim 1 company agreed to make capital contribution of approximately $200,000 to enter into a joint venture for the purchase, remodel, and sale of property 1. The contract further stated that Pina would return victim 1's capital contribution within 5 months, plus an interest payment approximately at $60,000, amounting to would approximately be a 30% return on the investment. Pina fraudulently failed to disclose to victim 1 and other similar victims that Pina had already owned the property 1, had mortgages and other loans on the property, and had obtained dozens of other individual investments for the same property. In or around December 22, in reliance on Pina's false and fraudulent misrepresentations and omissions, victim 1 gave Pina approximately $200,000. In around June or July 2023, Warehouse sold property 1 for approximately $550,000. To date, victim 1 and similar victims have received no money back from property 1 investments. So let me tell you guys, I actually went to the Manchester property. I personally went to the Manchester property. I looked at it. Guess what happened? The new owner reached out to me and said, "Hey, man, I saw you were in front of my house. We just bought it a few months ago from Cesar and his brother, and we went through a whole bunch of issues with trying to get title and everything cleaned and everything else." These guys were just blatantly ripping off people. Dozens of people giving $100,000 to $200,000+ for a property that this guy paid $140,000 for, and then use that one property just to bilk and finesse as many investors as he possibly could. So sick. So sick, man. Think about how many people were just blindly believing that Cesar and Envy and all the things were just legitimate, and these guys were literally just finessing the shit out of them. He did the same thing with another property on Park Avenue. He did another one with the South Boyden property. So just so you guys know, and just in these 4 properties that are listed, and the 4 properties that are listed on the claims by the feds, on the 4 properties that are listed by the feds, it's over $17 million. $17 million just in those claims. Do you guys understand? Like, these guys are the most disgusting, fraudulent guys I've ever seen.
And don't sell no fake houses. Don't sell no fake deeds. Don't do that. We not doing that. We not doing that. We not taking advantage of the old people. We refuse to do it.
We can't do it.
The Brooklyn Bridge is not for sale. The Statue of Liberty is not for sale. New York City.
Stop selling bodegas in Jersey.
Oh my God, they just sold a beach.
Oh man, they just sold a beach. Real quick, y'all, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, man. You guys are in here rocking with me. I'm gonna continue to keep this thing going. I'm actually about to really quickly, I'm gonna play a video where you guys can see Cesar Pina after he was arrested, address being arrested. And man, this thing is gonna be good tonight, man. I'm gonna just take my time, man. We're gonna walk through this thing. We're gonna walk it down. I don't care if you put a thumbs up. I don't care if you put a thumbs down. Just make sure you do something. Make sure you don't let me know what cities that you guys are tuned in from. Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast? I know y'all up late last night. Late with me tonight. Let's talk about where you tuning in from, all right? Where's that video at?
I am surprised by the amount of people, yes, there are on this live right now.
Give Jonathan a shout out. You just cut your hair.
Shout out to John the barber, just cut my hair. Please leave my barber alone and stop threatening him.
Viciosos.
He's a good guy.
House of experts.
Real estate Rico. That's lame. As fuck. Makes no sense. Right?
Real estate Rico.
The last couple months been a little crazy. I apologize that I haven't really spoken out, right? Because everybody now, we have attorneys. We got to watch what we say, all these different things. There's so many different rules now, right? Every 5 minutes, I say hi to my mailman and I think he's going to sue me, right? At this point, I think my landscaper, I think everybody's suing me. I don't know who's going to sue me. I can't say anything, right? The one thing I am going to say, whenever you touch success, right, you get all these people that want to be around you, right? Everybody wants to be a friend. Everybody wants to just touch you, right? Because like, oh my God, I touched this guy, he'll change my life, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm successful, right? I was successful. Everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody wants to be around me. As soon as shit hits the fan, all these people that have profited from my success, which there's more people that profited from my success than the people that are suing me. But yeah, all these people that profited from my success, all the people that I have bailed out of jail, all the people that I have put cars in my name, apartments in my name, helped them with down payments for houses, helped them with this, helped them with when they can't pay their rent. Where are these people at? I don't see them. But yet I got all the haters, right? All the Tony Baloney fans. They're on my page. You're going to jail. Pay the people. But yet there's 2-3 sides to every story, right? I have 20 lawsuits. Out of those 20 lawsuits, a lot of those people I don't owe money to. Because everybody's suing me because they're like, oh my God, the closest does not give a fuck about victims. All the money that he made from the t-shirts that he sold or the badges, he is not donating to victims. He's not giving them money. He's just in it for...
Wait, why the fuck I gotta give my money to the victims? What the fuck I gotta do? What the fuck I'm supposed to get? I didn't steal the victim's money. Cesar, you sitting there saying Tony the closer isn't giving the victims any. Why the fuck would I give the victims money? Even though I actually do give back to victims. I mean, but why would my money supposed to be, you the one that they gave their money to, nigga. You supposed to give them their money back. Not me. It's like listening to this shit, like I'm saying there like, did they invest with me or did they invest with you? Who the fuck did they invest with? I'm confused.
Clicks. Just like everybody else, right? So all these people are feeding this machine. You're feeding this machine. You're feeding this machine. Oh, I hope he gets locked up. I hope he gets locked up. I hope he gets locked up. I got locked up. I'm still here, right? So now I'm here. And guess what, you fucking geniuses, that you all want to...
Okay, I like this comment right here. I like this comment right. Where'd it go? Jerry Just Do It said, you're profiting off their loss, though. So let's talk about when people say that I'm profiting off somebody's loss. First off, dummy, because you must have a very low IQ. First off, if you've ever been around anything that I do, I've always had every single thing that I've had as far as courses, books, real estate educational content. I have lost hundreds of millions of dollars covering this shit. I have lost millions of dollars covering this shit. You guys are talking about t-shirts, a couple $100 at fucking making t-shirts. Laughable. Laughable. Profiting off pain. You know pain is? You know what pain was when I lost a child? My girl miscarried, dealing with the people doxing her and harassing her. Do you want to know what profiting off anything is? You know what type of pain it is when you got to worry about the safety. You got to now hire security and everything else because you exposed a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme that's got drug operations and all kind of shit behind it. Do you know what type of money you have to spend? Do you know what type of money you lose? Many of you niggas are completely dumb as fuck. I'm talking about stupid motherfuckers. Profiting off pain. Do you know what it's like to be the only person that speaks up and then you get your whole entire name assassinated and attacked? You want to talk about profit? There's no fucking profit. There's no fucking profit. Do you know what it costs to go spend money to go get in lawsuits? I got a $10 million lawsuit I'm covering here tonight.
Me seeing get charged and get locked up. Now the government is involved. Now the government's going to come in and say, we're staying all these lawsuits till your criminal proceedings are done. So guess what? From a year to 2 years to getting paid, now it could be 3 to 5 years. And if you guys will be lucky if you see anything. And this is like the most retarded shit in the world. Instead of having a conversation with somebody that's been successful for all these years, I have a track record from 2017 to 2020.
Somebody said relevance is the biggest currency. Nigga, I'm a millionaire. Talking about relevance. Man, I got fucking 300,000+ followers, and I've had those before I ever talked about this fat fuck right here. Trust me, I'm always known. Nigga, the big dog's been knowing me for years. I ain't need to talk about no fat fuck. This nigga's a scammer. That's the reality of it. And any nigga that got an issue with somebody that's calling out fraud, the feds ended up bringing up charges against a clown that committed fraud. If you defend that, you're a fraud. You're a clown.
Of no lawsuits, no problems. Then this guy starts bashing me. I got a shitload of lawsuits, right? And again, you know, it is what it is. If I owe, I owe. Nobody is here saying that I'm a victim. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, people come on my page that I don't owe money to or have any deals with, and they're talking shit all day. All these trolls, right? I wish all these people would put this energy to actually get a fucking job or be successful at something, right? Tony the Closer doesn't own any real estate. He's a fake real estate guru, right? I'm the real deal. Even though now I'm going through some shit.
Cesar said, I'm the real deal. Hold on. Chrome. That's what I'm looking for. I was looking for that damn listen. I can't get it up here for some reason.
That I gotta deal with, because I'm a fucking man first. So whatever I am responsible for, I am responsible for. And if I hurt anybody in any way, made their life difficult, I apologize. But my life has been difficult. All of my friends and all the people that have success with me, where are they? Have any of them come up here and told me, yo, Cesar, you good? Cesar, somebody put online, they're going to kill your daughter. They're going to kidnap your mother. They're going to rape you. They're going to rape this person. Even if they said they're going to rape me, who the fuck wants to rape me? This is crazy. Right? And it's like, so whatever I am responsible for, I am responsible for. And if I hurt anybody in any way, made their life difficult, I apologize. But my life has been difficult. All of my friends and all the people that have success with me, where are they? Have any of them?
You said all of the people that I've had success with where are they? Well, your partner, DJ Envy, said he's also a victim. Your partner said he's a victim. So it appears that every single person that you've done any type of business with, anybody that you've had any involvement with, you have finessed them out of money. Or they're all lying on you and just trying to play the other part of the game, but you know, who knows?
Is Envy's attorney, his defense that DJ Envy is a victim. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Me and him were partners in the real estate seminars. We were partners in a couple real estate transactions. That's it. He's not a victim. He was my partner. He was an investor. Anthony Martini, this guy, Anthony Barone, we did a real estate transaction together. They're my partners. They own part of the property. But everybody's a victim. Everybody's a victim. Nobody's an investor anymore. Nobody. So it is what it is. Bro, and you people gotta understand, because there's so many fucking retards out there. I've been doing this for 17, 18 years, right? At the end of the day, I have touched success multiple times. Every time I buy a fucking...
Cesar said that he's been successful for 17 or 18 years. He went to jail for committing fraud, credit card fraud. You got out, you start doing real estate scams. I'm confused, Cesar. When in the fuck were you successful? And successful at what? Scamming? Running a Ponzi? They say you've been running the shit since 2017. When the fuck were you successful? From the time you were in prison, you got out, to 2017. Where the fuck is the success? This is crazy.
I ordered DoorDash right now. That was with victims' money.
I ordered DoorDash right now. That was with victims' money. Should I post it? We ain't got no super chats. If we had more super chats, I would actually put up the DoorDash and all the other shit that he was ordering. But y'all been in here being cheap as hell. All these people in here, and y'all ain't sent no super chats. Shout out to the super chat from KV. Thank you for being sincere, consistently embodying authenticity and transparency in your interactions with the public, Tony. Shout out to my guy KV. I'm gonna just post these super chats real quick. Daniel Paris, shout out to you, brother, with the super chat. Much love. Electric aggregator, right? Thank you for very much for having a manhood first. Manhood first. Salute. We have Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. Peer character lifting some weights, saying keep it up. All righty. Shout out to you, Michelle. Salute to the super chat from Jose. Much love, Jose. Monty, the Statue of Liberty is not for sale.
And don't sell no fake houses. Don't sell no fake deeds. Don't do that. We not doing that. We not doing that. We not taking advantage of the old people. We refuse to do it.
We can't do it.
The Brooklyn Bridge is not for sale. The Statue of Liberty is not for sale. New York City.
Stop selling bodegas in Jersey.
Oh my God, they just sold a beach.
They just sold a beach. Sammy Bully said, how did I get your email address? You must have signed up for some shit. TB Dallas said, F Envy. I second that one. Big time. Shout out to TB Dallas. Mad love to all the people dropping super chats in here. All my super chatters, much love and respect to you. Let's continue to rock out this Cesar lie.
I go out to a restaurant and eat a steak. That was victims' money. No, you stupid fucks. I am successful. I have successful businesses. It ain't none of that bullshit. Like, dude, it's ridiculous what people think. Oh my God, his daughter went to a concert. That was with our money. No, it wasn't. Like, this shit is crazy. It's fucking crazy already. But I hope I get that DoorDash contract and hopefully, I get a commercial or something out of it.
Buka Seafood is cooperating.
Yeah. So, again, shout out to John the Barber for making me look sharp with this haircut. I needed it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for, making a house call because these days it's kind of hot out here for me, right? The whole time that all of this has been going on since I got charged, I've been in the same house. I've been in New Jersey. I've been in the same place. I haven't been running from anybody. Like, and this thing has taken off. At this point, I'm Cesar Madoff now, right?
Hey, Cesar Madoff, I ain't gonna cap, boy. The way, hey, John the Barber need his ass kicked because he gapped you up too. Like, why you let that man do you like that? You shouting out a nigga that cut your hair and fucked your shit up like that? Your shit is pushed the fuck back, dog. And what he do to your beard right there on the corners, man? He fucking up your beard. The shit don't connect. You ain't got no connection. Put some Beijing like he do Lucci shit right there. So you see the work. You should have been able to put it in.
You see the work.
You should have had that right there on the side Cesar made off right there. You got to paint that in right there, Cesar. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit right there, Cesar. Oh shit, I didn't mean to fast forward. Oh,
Fuck with But yeah, again, thanks for my friends that are still there, and the people that are still supporting me. It's not a lot of you. It's probably less than 10 people right now, right? Maybe 8. A solid 8. I'm gonna say a solid 8. Again, I could lose it all back, go to jail, come out, and get it back again because I'm a hustler. That's just the bottom line. Again, I'm never meant to hurt anybody or make anybody's life difficult. If I did, that wasn't my intention, which will be proven by all the years of success that I have in court and whatever else is going on. This is the only time that I'm ever going to talk about this on social media. And I apologize to my wife, my family, DJ Envy, and anybody else that I have embarrassed. My brother, Lucci Rentals, thank you for still being there. And again, now it's just a fight, right?
Everybody says this isn't a good idea, but then when you apply it.
Yeah, everybody says, right? Like Jen says, this is not a good idea for you to talk. This is not a good idea for you to talk. Why doesn't he talk? Why doesn't he talk? Why is he running? Why isn't he talking? Bro, now I'm talking and everybody says that's not a good idea. At the end of the day, I know what I can say and what I can't say, and I haven't said anything on this live that I couldn't say, right? Whatever I said is public record. So you guys can look it up for yourselves. I'm not incriminating myself in any way, right? But I just felt, I just feel bad, man. I'm embarrassed for my wife, my daughter, DJ Envy, my whole family. They're going through this because of bad choices that I've made, right? Because these are my choices. And a lot of people, they have to, deal with the bad choices that I made and have to keep on getting attacked over and over again. They got to keep on getting attacked. And I can't protect them, right? I can't protect anybody because you're not going to win against the internet. You're not going to win against social media. Social media is like when a guy calls you over and says, I want to fight you. You go outside, you want to fight him. And instead of one guy, there's 100 guys, right? Now there's there's hundreds of thousands of people, right? That like people are just talking shit. They don't know me and they leave negative comments. They leave this, they leave that. And there's nothing I could do, right? This situation is uncontrollable and is out of my hands, and only God could control the outcome, right? I can't control anything. I can't control anything right now, but now I have to fight in civil court. I have to fight in criminal court. I have to fight who knows in how many other courts. But again, I got good lawyers. The government's going to do their job. My lawyers are going to fight with the government. I'm in a fight. I'm in a fight in civil court, bankruptcy court. Thank God I don't have kids because I would be in child support too. I've been in child support court. Next thing you know, my dog's going to catch a case because he's rich. Somebody's going to sue him because that's how this shit is now. People around me are getting sued for no reason just because they're, around me. And it's crazy, man. And there's nothing you could do, right? All I'm going to tell all these influencers that are out there, anybody on social media, whenever you buy anything, right, we have this problem that we want people to see. We want people to see your success. We want people to see what you're doing every day. You want people to see this, see that. Nothing you could do. People are watching. Everybody's watching. Everybody's counting receipts of what you're doing. Do not show what you're doing because I'm a product of that lifestyle. So if you go buy something tomorrow, if you go out to dinner, stop posting that shit. Because people are looking at what you're doing and it's crazy. I'm not crying. I'm not asking for pity. You can go fuck yourself. If you're out here to whatever, putting clown faces or whatever, I don't care. I am still going to sleep fine tonight. I'm still going to be in a multi-million-dollar home. I'm still good. You know, but are you? Everybody making a negative comment right now. Are you good? When I go to jail and I come back out and I flip this shit again 3 times, what are you going to be doing? Are you still going to be on my post saying negative stuff? Well, anybody's negative comment doesn't affect anybody, doesn't solve the situation, and it's not going to help anybody. So being negative doesn't do anything. It's just, it is what it is. You're negative, you're negative. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I understand that you hate your life. You're miserable. It's okay. You know? It is what it is. But, again, sorry. You know, this is my last time that I'm ever going to talk about something like this. If I do use my page moving forward, it's going to be, you know, to inspire people. If I want to. But should I inspire people? Where are all these people that I inspired? I don't see them. They're not here, right? So, I don't really know. But, you know, anything that's going on in my life, you can go to Tony the Closer's page and check it out. Or the 100 other haters that are out there. Yeah, you know, any of those guys, they know everything that's going on. They know where I went to lunch at today. They know when I walk my dog. They know when I cut my grass. They know everything. Everything's out there. So you don't even got to hear it from me. You can just go to one of those pages. But, bro, you know what is amazing? How many attorneys and prosecutors are on this page? Like, all these guys know everything already. Shout out to my boy Hector holding me down. Thank you, Hector. I still got Patterson's with me. So, you know, as long as Patterson's with me, I'm good. So everybody have a good night. Everybody, again, this is Flippin' NJ. But DJ Envy's not next to me. Where you at? Bam, that's you. I'm just going. But, yeah, man, again, you know, everybody, please leave DJ Envy alone. That man has nothing to do with none of this. Leave Jenny Tips alone. Please leave my daughter alone. Please. My brother, my barber, my banker, my cousins. Like, bro, like, this shit falls on me. Leave these people alone. Fucking, bro, my fucking Christmas lights guy said he's not gonna do my Christmas lights this year because of the shit he saw on social media. What the fuck? You're not gonna do my Christmas lights? What the fuck is that? This shit is crazy. Yeah. He's afraid of being bullied by people on social media. This shit is crazy. Yeah, they got me. Ooh, does that make you feel better? They got me. Come on, man. Like, this shit is fucking crazy, man. But it is what it is. You know, again, I apologize to anybody that's going through rough times because of me. That wasn't my intention. I hope the people that made me go through a rough time apologize to me and my family, but that's not going to happen because you're all a bunch of bastards. All of my friends that have been successful with me, and I have put apartments in my name, bought cars, help you get cars, houses, whatever. Fuck y'all. Y'all one of my real friends, y'all were only around me because this guy, Flippin' NJ, you want to touch me. Flippin' NJ, they want to touch success. You know what? It ain't Flippin' NJ no more. It's just fucking Cesar. Cesar Pina. Is just me. It ain't, you know, Flippin' NJ. The artist formerly known as Flippin' NJ has retired. Flippin' NJ is done. Right? And all these people that came around me, they're gone. Just like the name, with the name. They're gone with the name. Every week now I go through different lenders, different title companies, different realtors, all these other people just calling me like, bro, I can't do business with you anymore. Bro, I can't be affiliated with you. I can't do this. But all these people, I went to their events. I spoke for free. I never charged them. I've never been one of those people like, you call me up and tell me, yo, can you come to my event and talk? Bro, I'm there. Anybody stops me in the street, yo, you want to talk? Can we talk? Boom, boom. I'm there. Like, I never, you know, my brand or whatever, I never really try to profit from anybody like that, you know? And where are all those people? The ones that I did all those favors for, where are they? None of them are around. But it is what it is. That's life, man. You know, you're up, you're down, and you got to keep it moving. I'm Flippin' NJ. I'll see you guys around. Is DoorDash here yet?
Hey yo, one thing I will say is that motherfucker, he just gonna take his subs and his shots. He asked, is DoorDash here yet? The super chats didn't do what the super chats were supposed to do, so I'm not gonna post Cesar's DoorDash and all his other bank records because you guys aren't willing participants. If you guys were dropping super chats, I would actually have put his actual bank statements up here as well, but you guys are being stingy with the bread. Hey, so I put this one comment up here from Nigel. Nigel's an investor who gave Cesar $800,000+. Nigel has a question for you, Cesar. He said, where is my money, Cesar? This was deliberate. Nigel wants his money back, Cesar. He wants it back. People tired of your shit. All right. So let's get back into this frivolous fucking lawsuit. Let's get down to we already talked about him with the drugs and all this shit. On September 11th, defendant falsely asserts that the plaintiffs were involved in a slip and fall lawsuit appearing below, and claims the plaintiffs were awarded $425,000, further alleging the plaintiff's lawsuit was insurance finesse. Cesar and Jenny had a slip and fall in the market and won $425,000 in April. Still ain't paid investors back after the insurance finesse. Okay. This post falsely asserts the plaintiffs are liars and pushes the defendant's defamatory statement that the plaintiffs are scammers, criminals, and dishonest. I see JD with a super chat. Shout out to JD. For the legal defense fund, appreciate everything you do. Yeah, we're gonna need a legal defense fund for sure. They are trying to waste my money, so we're gonna definitely appreciate the super chat, JD. Much love. All right. Look at this though. September 24th. Defendant continues to assert the plaintiff Cesar Pina has finessed investors appearing below. Why he's saying that I'm asserting this in Dominican greed? Well, Dominican greed, I think that's a real good joint.
You see the work.
You see the work, Puto. You see the work. So I'm telling you, I ain't seen this many men with Beijing and beards get finessed by two people in history. That's pretty fucking accurate. I was just keeping it 100. Every single person that was reaching out to me looked like they was Hispanic or some shit. I know it's the wrong flag. I didn't make the goddamn post, y'all. I just posted it. Somebody sent it to me. I know it's not the Dominican flag, but it's like the Dominicano or whatever. Y'all, we get it. It's Dominica. Yeah, you know what we're talking about. Whatever. But the point is that they finessed so many people with beards in Beijing. I was, whoa. This image improperly advances the narrative that Cesar Pina is greedy scammer who takes advantage of innocent individuals. I'm wondering if Cesar's attorney looked up the press release from the federal government. Did Cesar's attorney look up the press release from the federal government, or they just start putting this shit out here? I just want to know. Let's talk about it. Boss Hog said, my case about Jay Morrison. You talking about the case that we're still in court? Y'all be talking about Jay Morrison and other people's shit. Like, y'all better stop talking on business when you broke and don't know what you're talking about. Okay? So if I lost the case of Jay Morrison, I want you to go post the actual case that I lost, and I want you to also show what award that he was rewarded, okay? We can make it very simple. Like, I address all my shit. See, anytime you try to talk on me, you better talk factual. All right. So go find a judgment that he was awarded, then you can talk to me. Okay. All right. Till then, shut the fuck up. All right. As recently as August 2nd, 2023, defendant falsely asserted on Twitter that Rashawn Casey and Cesar Pina real estate Ponzi scheme leaves an investor in financial ruins after $350K investment. On August 18th, 2023, defendant posted on Instagram, DJ Envy, can you explain if Cesar ever wrote you a $527,000 bad check, or does he only do that to investors? And not appearing below. I actually posted the check that Cesar wrote to the investor. I'm confused on what you guys are claiming is inaccurate. But $527,000 bounce check right here. $527,000 bounce check. Excuse me, $527,500. $527,500. On September 30th, 2023, defendant posted, bruh, we got Cesar bank records from Flip to Dial, and the boy has negative $6 left. Some of the transactions were Popeye's Chicken, DoorDash, Gucci, and more. Hashtag real estate Rico. Once again, this is accurate. This post is an invasion of privacy and improperly asserts that plaintiff Cesar Pina is scamming investors and using their money for personal use. Yo. Defendant hosted a live meeting on October 4th with the title Cesar Pina DJ Envy Real Estate Fraud Scheme Victims Appearing Below. I can see the victims on here with me. I did. I went live. On October 9th, 2023, defendant posts on Instagram, husband and wife power couple scams over $80 million and counting, lives ruined all over while they block and avoid investors. Okay. Factual. Okay. On October 14th, Cesar owes over $900 to a man who passed away when the family went to claim the money. What y'all think Cesar said? And then reposted a statement on Instagram stating no one should be okay with violating good people for personal benefit is disgusting. Once again, I just post facts, guys. I'm like, once again, I don't understand what the fuck Cesar was putting in all this shit, but this post improperly depicts Cesar Pina as a cold-hearted individual who steals money from his investors. On an uninterminable date, defendant posts on Instagram story reel, cash caption, a picture of cash and a caption, DJ Ponzi and flipping pancakes. I just want y'all to know that these people want their damn money back. Money laundering DJ Envy. Once again, this was the money. This is what they received. This image improperly asserts that the plaintiffs have been laundering money with the help of DJ Envy. Defendant accuses Defendant accuses plaintiff Cesar Pina of using his daughter Taylor Pina to hide assets from investors, called Cesar America's dumbest criminal. Cesar and Big Business now transfer real estate into Taylor Pina name. And then you can see where I posted the receipts with Taylor, Big Business, and Cesar in the house. This post properly asserts the plaintiffs are using the daughter to hide assets from investors, calling them criminals. The defendant posted a comment stating that hundreds of people who trusted Cesar with millions of dollars have begun to uncover a web of lies and deceit and fraud. People who wanted to build generational wealth through real estate got scammed, just like I did years ago by Jay Morrison. This scandal has well over $40 million, and lives have been ruined by this scam. This is me actually sitting in the Hunt and Fish Club with multiple victims. You see Jose the credit dude. You see myself. You see Nigel, who you guys saw in the chat earlier. And you see Anthony Martini, who was a $1 million investor to Cesar. Once again, nothing but facts. I said, did Cesar pull a fast one on Uncle Snoop? It has been alleged that Cesar may have also scammed Uncle Snoop. A tip has come to me that shared that they were told the purpose was for Snoop Dogg SD Investments was formed. Renovations no renovations or anything in years. It was recently sold for a few days ago. Is Cesar trying to hide assets, or is he using it to pay money back to Snoop Dogg? Once again, everything that I post, factual. It is clear that the defendant will continue to make knowingly false, malicious, and defamatory statements about plaintiffs across his social media channels because those statements generate publicity, increase his social media following, and further his financial interest by allowing him to increase engagement with new customers and make money selling real estate courses to new viewers. In May of 2023, Mr. Pina was rejected on a business loan for $500,000 because of what they saw on social media. Thank God. In May of 2023, Cesar tried to get a loan for $500K, y'all. Somebody told him no. In June of 2023, the plaintiff, Mr. Pina, $2.5 million refinance was rejected because the lender saw Tony the Closer's social media posts. But what do you think? Somebody's going to give you a $2.5 million refinance when you're getting accused of real estate fraud? June 2023, the plaintiff, Mr. Pina, $1 million refinance in Chicago was denied because they saw the social media post as well. Mr. Pina's 6 properties that were going to be sold were canceled because of what they saw on social media. Mr. Pina's ride-along event in St. Louis had to be canceled because of death threats. An estimated 2,000 tickets were sold per event. Nigga, y'all ain't had no goddamn 2,000 tickets sold for no goddamn bus ride-along. If you don't get the fuck out of here. Hey, this is crazy. Plaintiff Mr. Pina real estate platform Flip to Dial has been destroyed. First year's earnings was $900,000, projected $5 million over the next 5 years. Man, I would really, if the super chats were super chat, man, I would have opened up them Flip to Dial bank statements and we would have really went in, but y'all cheap as hell. So now I'm just keep those to myself. All right. So, TV show with A&E has been placed on hold. Endorsement deals alone are estimated at $500K. Hub sued. The second biggest auction house in the U.S. canceled their partnership with plaintiff Mr. Pina and DJ Envy. Estimated income was $1 million. Damn, they was getting that type of money from Hub Zoo. Hey man, take a note and write down Hub Zoo so we can Hub Zoo, HUBZU. We gotta reach out to them. Them niggas giving out some money. Shit, get them niggas $1 million. All of the plaintiff Mr. Pina real estate partnerships with lenders, realtors, private lenders, insurance companies have been canceled. Estimated income $300K. One-on-one income estimated at $360K a year has been canceled due to death threats, fear of safety, and overall bookings have decreased. Mr. Pina is unable to lend because of posts of information after Googled. Miss Pina faces possible suspension or loss of her real estate license. Well, the motherfucker should have a license taken away. What do you mean? I mean, like, come on, bro. Miss Pina is unable to list or show homes due to death threats via text messages. Nigga, I didn't send you no death threats. Miss Pina is unable to engage in speaking events. Miss Pina is unable to conduct agent referrals and co-listings. Miss Pina's braid shop business has been negatively affected by the defendant's actions. Hey man, this shit, like, we're talking about absolute insanity. Um, let's see. Let's see. This is just addresses and bullshit. So count one. He's suing for defamation and slander, and you can see all the things that he is claiming were defamatory and slander. But here's the thing I want you guys to see. This shit right here crazy. Plaintiffs have suffered damages and are entitled to recover compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. Hey, yo. The plaintiffs have suffered damages and are entitled to recover compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. Torturous interference with prospective business relationships. So they're basically saying that, hey, we can't do ride-alongs, TV shows, none of that shit. God damn, that's another joint right there. That's another 10 million. So that's goddamn 20 million. That's one count for 10 million, another count for 20 million. Yo. Oh man. Oh man. This is good, man. I didn't even read another one. Hey man, this nigga trying to sue me for 30 million now. Hey yo. Oh yo. Oh my God. God damn, Cesar. Let me see if there's some more. Oh, there's another one. 40 million? Man, who wrote this guy? Let me see if this is a real attorney, man. I'm not believing this shit now. Like, I'm gonna goddamn check this shit out real quick. And let me get Boss Hog out of here. You want too much attention. Get out of here. Oh man. Hold on, this is prayerfully 10 million. Who did like what? And it's funny, like they put Nicole at the top, but then they don't include her in anything in the lawsuit at all. They just put her name at the top. They funny as shit. Yeah, TB Dallas, you just hit that dead on the head, man. That's a hell of a point, right? This shit is so laughable that, you know, first off, this shit will be thrown out. Like, he doesn't realize who's behind me. Like, this is just laughable in itself. But I can't even get shit from this motherfucker because he has so many people he's defrauded that, dude, I would have to, like, I don't even know where I would get the money from. For me to try to even pursue anything against Cesar when he has this much shit going on is like, I mean, quite honestly, it's just like, am I concerned about the $10 million lawsuit? Absolutely not. Furthermore, DJ Envy also sued me. He also has not served me. Neither one of these guys have served me. It's not gonna cost me anything in legal fees. I am backed. Okay, I'm backed. So I'll be okay. Funds are good. I will be countersuing DJ Envy. For sure. Let me go through some of this other shit though. Let me post this real quick. Damn, we ain't label these joints. Can't see these shit's good. Let's see if I can pull this up a little bit. Which video was that? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make sure I put some pressure on Envy. Let's see. Damn, I should label this bitch.
DJ Envy, how you feel about the situation he going through right now, man?
My position on the DJ Envy situation with the real estate, I know DJ Envy. I don't believe he's a thief or a crook. I believe him when he says, basically, I'm paraphrasing, he lent his name to this man's credibility to help him get his business up and off the ground. That's no different than somebody I know come to me say, Dr. Umar, I'm trying to start a landscaping business. Don't nobody know you. If you get on a couple commercials with me, you will draw some energy to me. I'll start making some money. I'll kick something back to you for looking out for me. That's how I see Envy with this. Envy got his own money. He's already been financially comfortable. I don't see a need for him to have to involve himself in a real estate scam that he knows is going to come back on him. So until I see proof that DJ Envy knowingly and willingly participated in a real estate scam, I will not consider my brother to be guilty. DJ Envy is innocent in my eyes until I see proof otherwise. And I also want to say this. No disrespect to nobody, but we are living in a YouTube culture where black men are going out of their way to destroy the lives of other black men. As you know, I've been a victim of that with the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. People accuse me of scheming, stealing, not owning the school, not buying the school, using the money for myself. Well, we're 2 inspections away from the school opening. You see, so we at the finish line, but it was a hard fight getting there because of the slander that was being put out. People called the Attorney General. They called the FBI, the CIA. They called everybody you can think of on me trying to sabotage my work. Why? Because I'm trying to open up a school for boys. I see people on the internet trying to destroy DJ Envy. He ain't even been in court yet. And they are already out here persecuting, and convicting this man with almost no evidence at all, except he did a couple seminars and was in a couple promotions with that man. That doesn't automatically mean he knew it was a scam. That doesn't automatically mean he had foreknowledge that they were breaking the law. My thing is, black men got to stop hating on black men who are more successful than them. We are tearing each other down in front of the whole world. And why? Because you have a bigger name than me. You're more successful than me. And since I didn't make it, you can't make it. And we have to stop that. It is one of the most embarrassing and it is one of the most disheartening things that I'm witnessing. Envy had to go through it. I had to go through it. Various other black men have had to go through it. We need to stop with that nonsense.
Dr. Umar, I'm going to actually give you a full live tomorrow because you deserve the full ringing that I'm going to give you. But let's be perfectly clear. For you to make statements about this being about a black man being more successful than another black man, and to have complete ignorance to this case, to have complete ignorance to the multiple lawsuits, video evidence, and everything else that's attached to this thing, for you to open your mouth and say basically that you're defending DJ Envy. You said DJ Envy is not a thief. You said DJ Envy is not a thief. See, the one thing that I like to do is I like to always come back and counter. You know, when people say certain things, I like to come back and counter and show the exact opposite of what you are out here pushing, because I speak receipt God facts. Is this the one? We don't want to play. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to let you guys hear right out of DJ Envy's mouth him describe him being a thief. See, because when I say these things that for whatever reason people want to make me the bad guy, they want to make me the hater, the clout chaser, the tear a black man down, all those different false narratives. But what if DJ Envy himself told you about him being a scammer, telling you about him being a crook? Would you believe it then? Would you believe it then? So listen to this. Listen to Rashawn. Let's see. Let me see. Hey, cuz, well, I don't see the joint. I see it right here, but I don't see it in the. For this right here, just this one. The one that say DJ Envy a thief.
Right. And the reason I say that is tell a story. I was raised very, very well. Parents always supported me. I got everything that I want. They pushed me to be better. But I always wanted to be liked as a kid. Mm-hmm. So
liked by friends,
liked by girls, liked by girls, guys, everybody. You know, I always wanted to be down. You know, and growing up in Queens, you've seen a lot of street life, street activity. Drug dealers, you know, you would see people drive up and down with nice cars. You would see jewelry, you know.
It's a lot of places in New York, not just Queens, but yeah.
And then even with, you know, with music videos, you see people making a lot of money. So
and videos were much bigger then than they are now. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted that stuff. So I remember going to college and college was great. You know, I went to Hampton University, Gail went to Old Dominion, and I just remember hooking up with a bunch of people that were doing things that I didn't need to do, but I did it because I wanted to fit in. Mm-hmm. You know, and one of those things where I knew somebody that had a friend that worked at Costco.
Right. No, it wasn't Costco. It was Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Which I think is it just down south? It's wherever it is. It's like a variation of a BJ's or a Costco.
Right.
If you're not familiar.
It's called a Sam's Club. And they had a friend that worked there, and they told me that their friend was a security guard at the front door.
Right.
So they were like, what we do is we just go in there with a shopping cart, fill it up. We have a fake receipt, walk right to the door, and drive out and walk right out.
Because the security guard is informed.
Receipt,
he's he's the one that checks the receipt, and he'll let you bypass and go out.
Right. And you would have to give him something, whether it was a DVD player at the time. That's when DVD players were big, or whatever it may be. I remember there was nothing in this planet or world that I needed.
Right.
I had everything.
You had a dope apartment.
Right.
Fully stocked fridge.
Right.
Every electronic that you would need to make your life easy and entertained.
Right. So I remember, but some of my friends in college wasn't as lucky as I was. They struggled a little bit, like a lot of college students did. So when this happened, this was the come up. This was the lick. We used to call it a lick. This was the lick. And what I used to do is I used to dress up in a suit every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning. I'm just going to say allegedly, because I don't know if I can get in trouble for this, but I think I can't.
How could you get in trouble for it?
All right, because I was convicted, right?
You already got in trouble for it.
Right. So I would dress up. Every Sunday.
It's like your audio memoir.
Right? I already got in trouble for it.
Exactly.
I would dress up every Sunday in a suit. And the reason I would dress up in a suit is because Sunday I would act like I went to church. So if you go into a department store or Sam's Club, if I'm wearing a suit, I wouldn't look strange. I wouldn't look out of ordinary. People would.
I want y'all to hear the mind of a criminal. I want you to hear the mind of a criminal. This dude put on a church uniform. He put on a church uniform, and so charge that. He put on his church uniform and and went into Sam's Club to steal. I'm gonna rewind this back just in case you didn't hear it. That's about to go. It's about to die. Charge it.
Allegedly, because I don't know if I
electronic that you would need to make your life easy and entertained.
Right. So I remember, but some of my friends in college wasn't as lucky as I was. They struggled a little bit, like a lot of college students did. So when this happened, this was the come up. This was the lick. We used to call it a lick. This was the lick. And what I used to do is I used to dress up in a suit every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning. I'm just going to say allegedly, because I don't know if I can get in trouble for this, but I think I can't.
How could you get in trouble for it?
All right, because I was convicted, right?
You already got in trouble for it.
Right. So I would dress up. Every Sunday.
It's like your audio memoir.
Right? I already got in trouble for it.
Exactly.
I would dress up every Sunday in a suit. And the reason I would dress up in a suit is because Sunday I would act like I went to church. So if you go into a department store or Sam's Club, if I'm wearing a suit, I wouldn't look strange. I wouldn't look out of ordinary. People wouldn't necessarily look at me as a thief. They would more look like, oh, he's just coming from church. So I would.
that was the mindset.
It worked. It worked. So I dressed up in the suit, and I would get a shopping cart from Sam's Club, and I would fill it up with as much shit that I possibly could.
Sidebar: he kept all of this from me.
Right.
I had no idea that this was going on because I think you knew that I would have talked some sense into you.
Right. Well, so and at the time DVD players were big, like massagers, stupid shit.
Yeah.
Blenders.
But it was the kind of massager that you would like lay over like a lounge chair or something, and it would massage you in the chair.
Right.
Right.
At the time, plasmas weren't really they didn't have plasmas at Samsung.
No, not at that time.
They had like small TVs, like it would be
LCDs,
like the LCDs, all types of just shit. I put in there, and then I would just walk right up. He would look at the receipt, and I'd walk out. Now I did this about 3-4 times.
I think so.
3-4 times did it, and then, of course, like everything else, dude got caught.
Right.
Security guard got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Now the way he got caught was, Sam's Club was missing because it wasn't just me doing it. His friends, other people were doing it. It was a bunch of people doing
It's
it.
a whole conspiracy.
But I did it not because necessarily I needed the money, but the people that I did it with was my peoples.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did it to be down, which is whack, horrible,
to be down,
coward, soft. But at the time, I just was like, we just all doing this. Like we all do some stupid shit because we all do it. And a lot of people get in trouble for doing things like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I just remember the guy got caught because Sam's Club let's say Sam's Club lost $300,000 in that quarter. And they couldn't figure out how they lost $300,000. Now, I knew Sam's Club didn't have cameras because I scouted the place out. So they would go to every employee and be like, look, we got you on camera. We know you stole this stuff. Just confess and let's let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And, most employees be like,
let me rewind that back real quick, y'all. I don't think y'all heard Rashawn. Rashawn literally tells you right here. Oh my goodness. Hold on, listen to this.
So I just remember the guy got caught because Sam's Club let's say Sam's Club lost $300,000 in that quarter. And they couldn't figure out how they lost $300,000. Now, I knew Sam's Club didn't have cameras because I scouted the place out. So they would go to every employee and be like, look, we got you on camera. We know you stole this stuff. Just confess and let's let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And, most employees be like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, you can leave. Go to another employee. They'll say the same thing. Another employee be like, what the fuck are you talking? I didn't do nothing. And let them leave.
Mm-hmm.
The security guard that I knew through a friend, they said the same thing to him. And what did he say? All right, you got me. He told on himself.
Uh-huh.
So now the problem with that was when they said, okay, who else is involved? He didn't know who else was coming in and out the store. The only person that he knew was me.
Right.
And he knew me not because of my real name, because I was the DJ on campus, DJ Envy.
Mm-hmm.
Envy. So long story short.
Now, how old are you at this point?
I was a sophomore in college or junior in college?
I think it was your sophomore year.
Sophomore, junior.
No. It was junior year because you were living at the other apartment, not the Harbors. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Junior year in college.
So how old would that make you?
I was about 20?
20 as a junior?
19 to 20.
Probably 19.
19 to 20.
Yeah, 19.
So I get to one day I'm driving home. And when I get to my
this
apartment,
day, I remember like it was enter Gia into the story.
I get to my apartment. And when I get to my apartment, I notice that the door's off the hinges.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the apartment complex that I lived in Hampton, Virginia, they didn't allow students there. So I had to damn near lie and do all types of shenanigans to get in this apartment. It was like a really upscale apartment.
Right.
So there was no other students. So when I would go to, when I would go to my apartment, I would see all my neighbors kind of look at me funny because they knew that I did some funny business to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So one neighbor that I would see all the time smoking a cigarette, he was always outside smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got there and see my door off the hinges, I knocked on his door. And I was like, I know you seen
because you're always out here with that
always
cigarette.
outside with that cigarette.
Uh-huh.
And I remember like yesterday, he puffed his cigarette. He was like, he pulled the cigarette like.
They can't see you.
Oh, they can hear it. I'm acting right now. Action. He pulled on the cigarette. He blew it out at me. He said, he said, the police. I said, what? He said, the police came in here. I said, what the police come in here for? So I dialed 911. 911, what's your emergency?
Why was y'all just at my crib?
I was right there. I said, why y'all at my crib? So they was like, well, they was like, well, hold on. And then they was like, well, there's a warrant on your refrigerator. So I went into the refrigerator and I see it was a warrant. They said they believed that I was in possession of stolen property. Now, I'm not going to lie. There was no stolen property in my apartment. I was not stupid enough to leave this. I mean, I was stupid enough to do it, but.
Oh, okay.
But I was not
you
stupid
saw where
enough.
I was going with that.
I was not stupid.
I was not stupid enough to leave any of the evidence. So once again, he put on his church suit, his uniform. He went to Sam's Club and stole on Sundays, loading up. But before he loaded up, he scouted out Sam's Club, made sure that Sam's Club didn't have any damn cameras anywhere. He wanted to make sure that this was a safe place. He was plotting and thinking ahead. He's a criminal mastermind. He's putting on a mastery class of how to steal. You get one of your homies that work at the front door. You hold the fake receipt. You go check the spot, make sure they don't have no cameras. And before you do that, you got to dress the right way. So put on your church uniform so that you don't look like a criminal. Put on your church uniform so you don't appear as if you're someone who is out here committing fraud. Oh, man, this dude is crazy. This dude is crazy. Let's see. All right. So let's let Envy finish up here.
To leave the stolen property in my apartment. So all the stuff that they took was my shit.
Well, see, you left that part out. They came and they took everything
on the boat
that could have possibly been sold at Sam's Club out of his apartment.
Right.
So his toaster, his microwave, all the DVD players, clocks, like everything electric, they took out of his apartment.
Right. So they took everything out of my apartment that I really purchased. They took.
Right.
I didn't even say I purchased. My mom purchased.
Exactly.
My mom purchased. They took.
So wait, where were all the stolen goods?
I'll never tell to this day.
I will never
I'll
tell
never tell
to
to
this day.
I have friends. The friends, they were out selling this stuff. Like I didn't.
Is that what was happening?
Yeah, they were selling it. They were selling it. And if you heard a couple of episodes ago when we talked about the cheating story, we talked about that one friend that was crazy, Lil Sean.
Yeah.
Lil Sean was the one selling it. Shout out to Lil Sean.
See, now that allegedly. See, you only throw the allegedly in there when you're trying to protect yourself.
You're right. But it's been past. It's been over 10 years. I think we're good. All right, but anyway, so
over 10 years. Wow, more than that.
I'm not trying to show my age. I just said over 10.
I was about to be like, your math is bad.
No, stop trying to age me. I'm only 29. It was
Go ahead.
It's 10 years. All right. Anyway, so they said it was on a warrant was on a thing. So the first thing that I did, and this is what you should tell your kids, even if you have teens or even if you're a teen listening, because we have young listeners as well, 16, 15 sometimes. If you ever get into trouble, never go to the police station yourself. My dad is a police officer. His first thing that he always tells me is the police are not your friends.
Ever. Unless they're trying to protect your life.
And there's no disrespect to any police officers that's listening, but that's what I was told. So the first thing that I did that morning was I got a lawyer.
Well, no.
You see the work.
You see the work. Shout out to Only One Honeybee. She said, thought she wasn't aware of what he was up to. Yet she corrected his story at least 5 times already. Eyeballs. So, what if I would tell you that Gia Casey also has a little bit of the sticky fingers? What if I tell you that Gia Casey also has a little bit of the sticky fingers? Gia is not as innocent as she may appear. You know, Tony the Closer, he's the receipt guy. I do a little research. Hey, make sure you smash that like button if you're in here right now. Smash them likes. We got to get to 1,000+ likes. We got to turn this joint up. We got too many people in here. But check this out. Wifey got a little bit of a record herself. And I know some of you are sitting here and you're probably like, man, Tony, DJ Envy ain't do that, bro. You trying to put that smut on Envy name. He's innocent, bro. Don't do Envy like that, dog. He good people. He would never do this to the people. Listen, I'm only here to give you the information, not change your mind.
Not your friends in the interrogation room. They're never your friends in the interrogation room. We can't say that police aren't your friends, but in an interrogation room, they're never your friends.
No, pretty much they're never your friends. And the reason I say that is the police have a job and they have an investigation to do. You can be innocent of something, but they go where the evidence leads them.
Mm-hmm.
So even though that you say, okay, I did nothing wrong, know that they still have to do an investigation. That's what my pops always said about the police.
That's what I'm saying. In an interrogation room, you can't say the police are never your friends.
Okay.
right?
Well, right.
You're the son of a retired detective.
And my dad tells me that. I mean,
but the police are intact to protect society.
Right.
Not that it always happens that way,
Right.
but one bad egg doesn't spoil the dozen.
Absolutely.
So let's say that. But in an interrogation room, your interest has to be yourself.
in a criminal investigation and there's
Your
police
interest
around,
has to be yourself.
protect yourself regardless.
Exactly.
Even if you did absolutely positively nothing, even if there's no way that it could lead to you, you protect yourself.
Right.
So I called the lawyer. And that really helped me out 1,000,000,000%. Most people that went to the police department was like, well, the police don't have no evidence on me. But I called the lawyer and I never had an opportunity to talk to a cop. They had to go through the lawyer. The hardest part of that was I had to tell you. And I had to call home and tell my mom.
Yes.
And it was a scary situation. Very scary. I mean, I was all over the newspaper in Hampton University, in Hampton. They tried to kick me out of school for it. It was a lot, and to go through the case fast, I was convicted of petty larceny. They didn't have enough evidence to convict me. So I had to either go to trial, which Virginia is a Commonwealth state where they can make up their own rules on certain occasions and change laws, and I didn't want to do that. Or I could take this petty larceny charge. I took the petty larceny
you pled
charge.
out.
I pled out to petty larceny. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is that peer pressure of feeling like I had to be down affected everything that I did. That petty larceny charge was on my record for 15 years.
Yes.
Where every time I traveled outside the country, they gave me a difficult time. Every time I would go it's off my record now, thank God, but anytime I would try to travel and make money, it was always a situation. They always put me into another room. And,
especially in Canada.
And they would ask me about it all the time, and it would just be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing, all because I tried to fit in.
Right.
And you realize
oh man. Rashawn Casey, aka Mr.
Oh my God, the real estate Rico.
Hey man. Oh man. So Rashawn does a live podcast with his wife and they discuss his old case. And I know some of you go, man, he's just making this up. He's just telling a story to tell a story. Tony, that Envy ain't do it. Man, stop trying to put that shit on Envy name. He ain't do it. So check it out. Let's just check it out. Where that shit go? Under preview. It's not showing like I wanted to. 1 second, y'all. All right, so where was that? Finder. Preview. Is it on screen? Here we go. All right. So let's talk about facts, right? Here is Rashawn Casey, his case number. Back in 1999, he was indicted by the Commonwealth of Virginia for petty larceny. He took a plea deal. I just want you to see it. I want you to know. It's here. It's real. Receipt God. Receipt God. Can I zoom this joint up a little bit? How do I zoom this joint, cuz? Oh, there we go. Here we go, y'all. I got the zoom for you. Yeah, here we go. Y'all should be able to see a little bit better. My bad. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm sure that there was probably, you know what? I know some of you guys are pretty good at going and finding case files and information. Maybe you can go research and see if there's any paperwork. Maybe you can go research and see if there's any paperwork. But we can see the petty larceny charge back from 1998. So DJ Envy, when I call you a thief, you're a thief, nigga. You're a mastermind. You're a criminal and a thief. A thief. And you partner with a nigga that got out of jail. It's all these real estate people that you could have worked with. Mark Whitten came on the Breakfast Club and gave you game. You work with it's been all kind of people that came around. And you decided to work with the one dude that learned real estate in prison. You, bro, out of all the people that you could have partnered with, you partner with a convicted felon, a person who is convicted of credit card fraud and drugs. You partner with this guy who is convicted. Oh my goodness. And just so you guys understand, he took a plea deal. So from what he said on that episode is that there was over $300,000 worth of losses that Sam's Club had took. And for him to get a lesser sentence, he took a plea deal. And in that plea deal, he got a reduced charge. That's what happens. He was arrested back in December of 1998. That nigga, boy, I know he had a fucked up Christmas. That's a fucked up Christmas. You get locked up a week before Christmas. Nigga, he could have, that nigga got the charge before Christmas. That nigga was stealing electronics and he was about to steal the electronics and he was going to give them away for the holidays. Yeah, this is insane. But he says he's never stole anything before. That's what DJ Envy told everybody. He said, I've never stole anything from anybody. These niggas is making this shit up. Tony the Closer fucking with me. I ain't never stole shit. Let me let y'all hear this other video.
I just want to say this on closing. I've never stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that. What?
You know what rhymes with what?
What?
Butt. And from what I was told, you used to steal a lot of butt back in the day.
See, I can't close it. I've never stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that. What?
You know what rhymes with what?
I just want to say this on closing. I've never stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that. What?
You know what rhymes with what?
What? Stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that. What?
You know what rhymes with what?
What?
Butt. And from what I was told, you used to steal a lot of butt back in the day.
See, I can't. I'm trying to be serious here, and you playing around.
A few moments later.
This was the lick. We used to call it a lick. This was the lick. And what I used to do is I used to dress up in a suit every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning. I'm just going to say allegedly, because I don't know if I can get in trouble for this, but I think I can't.
How could you get in trouble for it?
All right, because I was convicted, right?
You already got in trouble for it.
Right. So I would dress up. Every Sunday.
Okay, it's like your audio memoir.
Right? I already got in trouble for it.
Exactly.
I would dress up every Sunday in a suit. And the reason I would dress up in a suit is because Sunday I would act like I went to church. So if you go into a department store or Sam's Club, if I'm wearing a suit, I wouldn't look strange. I wouldn't look out of ordinary. People wouldn't necessarily look at me as a thief. They would more look like, oh, he's just coming from church. So I would.
that was the mindset.
It worked. It worked.
He said it
so
worked.
I was a security guard at the front door.
Right.
So they were like, what we do is we just go in there with a shopping cart, fill it up. We have a fake receipt, walk right to the door, and drive out and walk right out.
Because the security guard is informed.
Receipt,
he's he's the one that checks the receipt, and he'll let you bypass and go out.
Right. And you would have to give him something, whether it was a DVD player at the time. That's what DVD players were big, or whatever it may be. So I just remember the guy got caught because Sam's Club let's say Sam's Club lost $300,000 in that quarter. And they couldn't figure out how they lost the $300,000. Now, I knew Sam's Club didn't have cameras because I scouted the place out. So they would go.
I'm on a nigga head like totally close. I'm on a nigga head like totally close. Fuck that. These niggas gotta stop stealing, bro. Fuck that. Nigga gotta stop stealing, bro.
Hey, y'all, everybody in the chat, real quick, everybody in the chat, I need y'all in unison to do this with me on the count of 3. For all the haters in the chat, I want you to tell them one thing.
Shut up, bitch. Oh, my God. Shut up, bitch. Oh, my God.
Hey, look, man, we not worried about no haters. We not worried about none of that. Man, these dudes is in here, they fans, and they want attention. Man, we not worried about what y'all talking about. Hey, man, on the count of 3, we gonna do it one more time, y'all. Hey, look, on the count of 3, we gonna do it one more time. Hey, man, we gonna do it one more time on the count of 3. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
Shut up, bitch. Oh, my God.
Hey, man, listen. I have a good time with this stuff, man. I really, I really thank everybody for the good, the bad. It's all, to me, man, this is all part of the process. I understand. Some people, when you watch a movie, some people want to see the bad guy get arrested, and some people cheer on the bad guy. So, right now there's a lot of people that feel both ways. Some people want to cheer on the bad guy. Some people want to cheer on the good guys. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm only here to do one thing. I'm here to be a voice and an advocate for the people that spent their hard-earned money with con artists and now are looking for their money back. I'm not sure if this attorney who drew up this, frivolous lawsuit, if he's even a real person, man. But you guys can see, man, if they're going to sue me, they're going to have to sue, or they don't have to, but, they have to sue, the federal government, the Postal Service, the DEA, the FBI, and every of one of the victims that has come forward. I want to tell you guys, the last 8 months or so, shit, it's November, 9 months. It's been a crazy long year. It's been financially, I've taken a step back as far as what I was making because I haven't had the opportunity or the time to really go full force into, my businesses because I've been, pulled into a new line of work, which was advocating for people who've been, a victim of fraud. And, at first it was kind of like very awkward. And there were so many crazy situations that took place behind the scenes. And I second guessed myself sometimes when this thing was going on multiple times if I should have even assisted and done what was right. But with so many people who were negatively impacted and so much shit that was going on, I wanted to make sure that I decided to do what most people were afraid to do, and that was to stand up for the people who put their hard-earned money and trust into these influencers. And right now, just in general, the Black financial literacy space is really been put in the shambles by unethical business people that were just looking to hustle and make a quick dollar and not honor the people who were following their guidance. So I decided to be, a beacon of hope and, give people an opportunity to, use me as a vessel to be able to get their message heard and to get them justice. This has not been easy in the least bit, extremely difficult. But I know I'm doing the right thing, and I'll continue to stand up and do the right thing for all the victims that are involved. I've gained very, very close relationships with many of the people who invested in Cesar and Envy. And I believe firmly that in doing what's right, even though some people might not look at it, that way, I'll be rewarded in the end, whatever that might look like. And I'm okay with that. To the victims, the people who invested their money with Envy and Cesar, I want to say that personally, the job is not done, and I'm still here advocating, working behind the scenes, and fighting for justice for you guys. I hope that you are able to get your money back. I'm so thankful that the blogs and the media actually finally covered and picked up the story. I'm so thankful the feds jumped in this thing and got involved because you guys deserve better. Many of you were really, really good people who unfortunately trusted in people who didn't have great intention and they just wanted to take advantage of you. I will forever remember 2023 because it's been one of the most challenging and unexpected years that I've actually had. Many ups and downs, but I will say I'm extremely proud that I was able to be a part of the solution. This is the biggest scam in hip-hop history. You're talking about so many celebrities, so many different people, different walks of life, all impacted based off their trust in working with Cesar, Pina, Jennifer Pina, and DJ Envy. Many lives will never recover from the things that have taken place, and you're talking significant dollar amounts. Right now in the financial literacy space needs revamping. We need to have a safe place for people to be able to find legitimate business that they can invest in and learn from, and it needs to happen very quickly. This is the year of the exposing. But once again, salute to everybody who has fought through this thing. Thank you to everybody who came in here and stayed on here for 2+ hours. Dope. This has been dope. And if you haven't already done so, make sure that you go get you your I Hate Scammers hats. These things right now are at TonyTheCloser.com. You can get your Real Estate Rico shirts. You can get your all your merch at TonyTheCloser.com. If you're looking to learn real estate, You can go to ronaproof.com, RONAPROOF. The beauty of me is that over the last 6 years, there's been nothing but success stories. I have thousands of students. It's amazing. It's been a blessing. And shame on Envy and Cesar, because if they did this thing the right way, so many lives would have been changed for the positive. So many people would have been able to do great things and build generational wealth, and that was stolen from them. Thank you for everybody that joined tonight. And if you think that, BG, I know you're goofy, you don't understand business, but every time I talk, I'm a market my business because I have an authentic, real business that helps people make money. I know you're a loser. I know you've never had a business, but you nosy motherfuckers will come for drama, but won't come for real information. So guess what? Every time I talk about drama, I plug my business. Every time I speak, I plug my business. That's what real entrepreneurs in business do. When you look at TV, you see a commercial. Guess what? What you think that commercial is, you dummy? It's marketing. You should always market your business, your brand. Why you think I should just do this and just not even speak of the success of the real people that I've empowered in real estate? You think I shouldn't speak about the hundreds of people that have now become successful and know how to do real estate the right way? You think I shouldn't speak on that? You're a fucking clown. And I got something for you.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
All right, y'all, it's been real. We will see you guys on the next video. Make sure, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you go to like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We will be going live again tomorrow, breaking down more. Salute to everybody. Peace.